Hello. This video will show users how to budget their unrestricted operating expenses in RUBudget, Rutgers University's budget planning application. To begin, you must first log into the application. You will then come to the screen in front of you. You can then click on the Working Budget task list, then go to task number 2, Enter and Review Unrestricted Budget. We will then go to 2G, Enter Unrestricted Expenses. You will see the different subtasks that you can enter your budget in, broken out by the different natural account types. There are many natural accounts that you can budget to. Our recommendation is to go to the controller's website and download the latest version of the Chart of Accounts spreadsheet. By going to the Natural Accounts tab and the Income Statement tab, you will then be able to see all of the different natural accounts that you can budget to. You can then highlight the natural accounts that you will regularly be budgeting to. So when you go into Hyperion, you will have a good sense of where the natural accounts are, and it will make your budgeting that much quicker. For this example, we will go into entering salary and wages and benefits, subtask A. When you come to the screen, you will see all the different natural accounts you can budget to. At this point, the payroll system may not be able to spit out the actuals in this same fashion. So while you can budget at this level, the actuals may come out at a higher level. Now, since the cells are gray, that indicates that I am not at the child level. So if I look at my dimensions, I can see that the all locations is showing L_1TTT, and the TTT indicates that this is a parent. So let me choose a different location that is at the child level, and I will choose university-wide, which is 0001. I can click on that, and then because I'm changing a dimension, I need to click the Go arrow. And now my cells are white, which means I can actually start to enter data into. Notice that this cell is gray. It's actually a dark blue, but it appears gray on many monitors. This is because the cursor is here. You can actually enter data into this natural account, and I will. I will enter $500,000 and then select another natural account to budget salary into, $500,000. And then I can toggle down and see the different natural accounts I may want to budget at. And it shows both fringe benefit and other compensation type natural accounts. But that's all for right now, so I'm going to hit the Save button. Now once it's saved, I can now go enter other expenses. And you can see the dining supplies and all the various medical supplies. And as I said, there are thousands of different natural accounts that you can budget to through all the categories. Because this is a new chart of accounts, we do not have the ability to map from the old chart to the new chart. Because of this, we can't use Hyperion functionality that's known as zero suppress, which essentially would show you only those natural accounts which you had budgeted to or had actuals in previous years. Next year, when we roll out the budget application, we will be able to adjust to limit the natural accounts that you have had activity in. Like any RUBudget web form, you can adjust the point of view by changing your UDO, your business line, your fund type, or your location. So you could enter clinical revenues or clinical expenses at multiple locations within the same web form. All you need to do is change the location, hit the go arrow, enter your budget, and then hit the save button. And then you could change the location and repeat the same process. The other expense web forms work in the exact same manner. It is possible to open up a working budget summary report in a secondary tab and be able to then go back to your task list, budget, and then go back to the report and update it. And it is a very convenient way of being able to track your net position as you budget your revenues and expenses. You can get to that report by going down to Task 6, Review Overall Budget. By expanding that, you can go to task number D, Working Budget Summary Report, and you can double click on that. When the report comes back and is properly set up at the point of view bar, and there are instructions on how to do that and a video on how to do that also, you will see a report that shows your revenues and expenses. And you can click on the sideways caret and expand to get both more expense and revenue detail. But if I go back to my task list and I go back up to my budget operating expenses, and I went in and under travel expenses, budgeted $500,000 in travel advances. I'm making sure I'm doing so at the right dimensions. I can hit save. And if I then go back to my working budget summary report in the secondary tab, I can come click the refresh button and my expenses should increase by the amount I just budgeted. And in fact they do. And if I expand that, you can now see that I have a travel and business expense of $500,000, and I can then kind of drill down and even get to the specific natural account. Seeing that there is a $252,000 deficit, I could go back in and rebudget my expenses or go to my revenues and add additional support. I would have to go back to the task list, go back to the appropriate subtasks, and then just enter the numbers. This video has shown users how to budget their unrestricted operating expenses. Thank you.